Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and to be honest, I'm really not sure if I should even call this a rumor. It's more like there's new speculation on this topic. So there's a headline from Daily Hodl, which reads as follows. XRP transactions trigger new rumors of partnership between Binance and Ripple. And so what we're talking about here is the idea of Binance becoming a pool of XRP liquidity and an official partner with Ripple, utilizing all the Ripple net technology so that XRP can actually be used as a bridge currency via Binance, which, from my perspective, the reason that I don't even think I want to call it a rumor, really, it's more just a matter of time. CZ, the founder, CEO of Binance, has stated that in the past that they are going to be utilizing on-demand liquidity. So I'm going to be running through that, and then I've got some tweets from the XRP community I want to share with you. And I'll wrap up the video with an article from CoinDesk titled, U.S. Arrests 3 in Alleged Crypto Mining Pool Fraud Scheme. Because as my grandpappy used to say, people are no damn good. That's a cold, hard fact, according to him. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, but don't get all smashy with it. If you smash the like button, not only are you a dork, you also risk breaking it, and you will be liable for either repairs or replacement. You don't want to go that route. I know, tough love, but that's how we roll on the Moon Lambo channel. So, you know what I really want to cover first, and this article actually does link to it, but there's an article from Daily Hodl. This was February 6, 2019, and this one was titled, Breaking. Binance CEO says crypto exchange plans to partner with Ripple to boost XRP-powered XRapid, which of course today is now known, XRapid was rebranded as on-demand liquidity. So Binance CEO CZ says the leading crypto exchange will definitely, that's quote, definitely, partner with Ripple to boost its XRP-powered payment solution XRapid. So far, CZ says the two companies have not yet begun to hammer out the details, and for the immediate future, Binance remains focused on launching Binance Chain and its upcoming decentralized exchange Binance DEX. So here's a quote from CZ. We're focused on launching more features right now, so we are working with a number of other partners. With XRapid, there's nothing going on right now, but in the future, we'll definitely want to add them as a partner. And when he says nothing going on right now, just to clarify, he's talking about between Binance and Ripple. Obviously, even at that time in February, there was a ton going on with XRapid, undoubtedly. And we now know, as this was last announced, I think it was at Swell, wasn't it? There are about 24 customers of Ripple that utilize on-demand liquidity, which of course uses XRP as a bridge currency. So that was the piece from February right there. I think that's a good synopsis. So let's dig into the one from today, because why is this back in the spotlight here? Why are people talking about this? XRP investors say evidence of a partnership between Ripple and the crypto exchange Binance may be emerging. Back in February, CEO CZ said Binance will definitely partner with the San Francisco startup in the future to support the company's XRP-powered cross-border solution called On-Demand Liquidity. ODL is designed to give banks and financial institutions a legally compliant way to send money overseas using XRP as a bridge currency. It relies on crypto exchanges, which can accept fiat and send the equivalent value in XRP to a corresponding exchange in another country, where it's converted right back to fiat. Yes, right now. So the way it works today, it is true that we are only aware of cryptocurrency exchanges being the market makers, being the pools of liquidity. But in the future, I speculate, and I think it's reasonable. I think this is the route things will go. You can envision a world where there are businesses made out around this whole ecosystem that are pools of liquidity, but are not cryptocurrency exchanges, just entities. So maybe the transactions wouldn't show up on, say, Live CoinWatch or CoinMarketCap.com, but all these transactions, they are hitting the XRP ledger, so it would certainly be visible there, but they'd still make money on the buying and selling of XRP. It would still be plugged in with Ripple Net technology, specifically on-demand liquidity, previously known as XRapid. So that would still be happening, but there can be entire businesses around this, just that to this point in time, it's purely cryptocurrency exchanges. But yeah, absolutely. I think in the future, you will see that it's not just going to be exchanges. If any of that's currently happening, I have not seen an ounce of evidence for it yet, but I strongly suspect that will be the case in the future. All right, and then the piece continues. Now, members of the XRP community say a tracking tool designed to detect on-demand liquidity volume, excuse me, has discovered a number of possible ODL transactions involving the Russian ruble. They're linking the new transactions to Binance, which launched support for the ruble back in October. And here's a quote. It's evidence that Binance will take a role as an on-demand liquidity exchange. It will dynamite the volume. More volume means more benefits for Binance. Good job, CZ. Russian corridor is open since this morning. Now, if that's actually the case, that would be absolutely huge news and absolutely astonishing. That's a corridor that hasn't even been on the radar. That's a corridor I've never even talked about on this channel. Now, of course, consider that MoneyGram, one of the largest remittance companies on the planet, they're operating in over 22,000 corridors, so I'm not ever going to name them all. But I'm just saying, that's something from Russia, that's newsworthy. I think that would be notable. Anyway, so far CZ has not responded to requests for comment. Ripple has publicly announced partnerships with the crypto exchanges Bittrex, Bitso, Coins.ph, and Bitstamp to boost liquidity for on-demand liquidity (ODL). And yeah, absolutely, it's going to keep coming. And I still insist that there won't be a cryptocurrency exchange on the freaking planet that will not ultimately want to team up with Ripple and implement their technology. Because understand, especially if you're an exchange that's already offering XRP and people are buying and selling on your exchange, this is just additional volume, and exchanges make money on the buying and selling regardless of the price of XRP. It doesn't even matter. So why would they not want to just add it on? And that's why I don't envision a situation where you're going to have in geographic regions, I don't think there's going to be instances where Ripple says you're, like, for instance, our only official U.S. partner. Like Bittrex is the U.S. exchange that is utilizing RippleNet technology, specifically ODL. That's the official United States exchange partnership with Ripple, but I don't think in any country you're going to have only one exchange. I don't think that would benefit Ripple. And really, it's important because as this technology continues to be adopted, you're going to need more liquidity. And if it's coming from multiple exchanges, it makes the realization of that much more realistic. All right, here's a tweet on the topic from Crypto Bull. I just came across my feed and I thought I'd share it with you. He wrote this. I have a gut feeling that the trigger for the next massive XRP bull run will be an announcement by CZ about a Binance and Ripple partnership. Interesting concept. I don't know. It's fair to guess on that. You know, it's not like that's some sort of wild speculation or hype thing, but the thing about it, as it pertains to XRP news, like, I insist that all the good news around XRP, people are like, it does nothing. Well, I actually disagree with that. I think that all the XRP news that's positive is the reason that XRP is still number 3 in market cap. I think without all these developments, it would be way, way, way down the list. But beyond that, when all sorts of good news comes out, rarely does it result in a huge spike. So I think it's fair for him to just kind of speculate and think about that, but I don't necessarily think that, to be honest, I don't think I'm completely on board with that. If it happens, hey, super duper, I'm Mr. XRP Bull. But the reason that I say that in large part is because I am aware that there's just a frenzy around the technology, as I always say, and that's what's driving price, is mostly speculation. There are people like myself, and perhaps you, if you're listening to this, this is an XRP-centric channel after all, perhaps you know a ton about this. I think that the average subscriber of the Moon Lambo channel is well versed with what is going on with all this stuff, and we like to keep up on the latest stuff. And there's always new people entering the space and learning. But I think that people like us, fine, and we're the ones that are helping to keep XRP in number 3 in market cap. But I just think that you're going to need further maturation of the space before events around specific cryptocurrencies are going to matter to a more meaningful degree. That's just my humble opinion. If you disagree, that's perfectly fine. I'm all about engaging in critical thinking and diversity of thought. So tell me if you agree or disagree. Feel free to comment below. Next, this was a cool tweet from Liquidity Index bot. Take a look at this. This is new news today. We just keep hitting all-time highs. So Liquidity Index for Bitso, XRP/MXN, that's XRP to the Mexican peso, 28-day moving trend. And you can take a look at the chart. Looks like we hit a new record here, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Current index over 7 million. How about that? I'd be willing to bet that there will be stories on this perhaps tomorrow. So maybe we can talk about it more then. But I just wanted to kind of mention it in passing here. All right, next, here's a tweet from Julia Chatterley, and she is on CNN. Overseas, I believe. And the reason that I came across her and ended up following her is she interviewed Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, maybe it was a couple months or so ago. I want to say it was before Swell this year. But check this out. She tweeted this out. Excited to be recording an interview with the MoneyGram CEO tomorrow. That's Alex Holmes, of course. All thoughts / important questions on the biz / sector will be read and considered. Thank you. And so All the Way 08 responded with what I think was a pretty thoughtful response. And so here's what he wrote in response to Julia Chatterley, because he's a member of the XRP community. He wrote, "How is the Ripple partnership transforming your business? Right now you said ODL is improving your back-end treasury functions, but specifically, what other revenue / cost savings opportunities are in scope in the future?" And then he wrote, "Thanks, Julie. Good luck." I'm going to go ahead and hit that little heart on there. That's a good one there. Well done, All the Way 08. All right, next from CoinDesk. U.S. arrests 3 in alleged crypto mining pool fraud scheme. U.S. authorities arrested 3 alleged scammers attached to the BitClub network Tuesday, who successfully defrauded investors of $722 million through a mining pool Ponzi scheme. According to a press release, Matthew Brent Goch, if I'm saying that right, 37 of Lafayette, Colorado, Jobadiah Sinclair Weeks, 38 of Arvada, Colorado, and Joseph Frank Abel, 49 of Camarillo, California, were indicted on charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Goch and Weeks and conspiracy to offer unregistered securities through their participation in BitClub Network, a mining pool. The news was first reported by BNN Bloomberg. 2 other unidentified defendants remain at large. The alleged scammers created false figures meant to demonstrate BitClub's earnings from its Bitcoin mining pool to its investors between April 2014 and December 2019. And here's a quote now. Goch discussed with his conspirators that their target audience would be dumb investors. That's a quote. Dumb investors. Referred to them as sheep and said he was building this whole model on the backs of idiots, the release said. Wow. Tell me what you really think there. Jesus, what a terrible person. Investors were encouraged both to purchase shares of the mining pool as well as rewarded for bringing on new investors. Ponzi. Goch allegedly directed his co-conspirators to raise and lower the Ponzi's supposed earnings at various times, while Weeks apparently sent an email in mid-2017 which noted BitClub's shareholders' funds were not used to purchase more mining equipment. Again, as my grandpappy used to say, people are no damn good. Stone cold hard facts right there. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!